For us, it was a tale of kind of the last 5 minutes of the first half and first five of the second. Were not good. Was not a good stretch for us, and kind of changed the whole game. We talked for days about, Wisconsin's a very good team. They penalize you for taking bad shots or turning the ball over or not finishing at the rim, and we came out that last 5 minutes of the first half. I thought it was about 20-20, and we were in foul trouble. So I had to go deep into my bench, and then we just didn't finish that half off the way we could, down 9. And then we just came out in the second half, I think, missed a couple shots right at the rim, and then, boom, made a few mistakes. They hit a couple threes, and the next thing you know, you're down double digits, and you're just trying to scratch and claw to try to get back into it. And they're good. They're a very good team. You're not going to come back at them at their place when they got a lead like that, because they don't turn the ball over very much, and they're usually, I know they missed some free throws tonight, but that's uncharacteristic of them. But we talk all the time as a program. You lose, they shot 39 free throws to our 18. They made 24 to our 12, and they killed us on the glass. And we're going to have a hard time beating a team like Wisconsin, or a lot of teams with those type of numbers and the difference in those numbers.
Take questions. We got microphones on each side, if you can flag them down.
Brian, you mentioned those fouls. Did you feel like it was an okay called game, or did it get kind of frustrating for you guys there in the first 20?
No, I mean, we try to prepare for that. I mean, anytime you're on the road, you got to prepare mentally as a player and even as a coach, that sometimes the whistle's not going to go your way sometimes. But we fouled. I mean, we fouled sometimes. I mean, they're good. They dropped their shoulders. They drove us hard, and a foul's a foul. If it's called, it's called. There's nothing you can do about it. You got to move on. But it was our front line, we needed to produce more. Kiefer needed more help in this game. And they just, I felt it was hard. Greg Mace couldn't get in a rhythm. McKinney, it was hard to get in a rhythm when you're playing off the bench, especially second game of the year. They're not used to how they have to respond. But, a foul's a foul, and it was called, and that's what it is. So you got to be resilient, and you got to move forward, and it's a good learning lesson for us.
Brian, how hard is it when you know what you have in Decker and Kaminsky trying to guard those two guys, but when Nigel Hayes has that kind of a night, you throw that third element in there, how difficult was to try and defend that?
Yeah, Hayes is good. Hayes is really good. He's improved. He's a big, strong mismatch, because he's kind of a inside-out forward that can do a lot of things. So he hurt us, and we try. We did our best to prepare for him. You obviously can't simulate the size. They're very big starting lineup. They move the ball. When Hayes is making threes, he's a tough matchup. In the second half, I had, matchup-wise, I felt we had to go quicker and more athletic on Kaminsky just to guard him on the perimeter better. And so I had to put our big Henry in and guard Hayes, and that came back, and Hayes bang, 2 threes, really opened the game up. So, that's where they're difficult to guard, and they can make you pay.
And what do they do defensively differently on Kiefer compared to first half to second half? They made some adjustments there.
Well, I think they might have clogged the lane more. I mean, when other guys weren't making shots and we were struggling, other guys were struggling, they got to find a way to make some plays to relieve a little bit of pressure for them, and I got to do a better job there too. But, Kiefer can make those shots. I mean, it's a game where he can go get a shot whenever he wants it, and then other guys got to kind of play off him a little bit, and I thought we struggled to find that rhythm to start the second half. Again, on the road, playing the number 3 team in the nation, to start the second half, we have 2 good looks, I think, out the rim. You got to make those and cut that lead to 7, cut it to 5, and then we didn't rebound the ball on the other end. I mean, I think we gave up 3 or 4 free throw offensive rebounds, and we pride ourselves on our rebounding. If you watch tonight, you would never know that. So we got to get back in the gym and correct those things.
Jeff.
Brian, over on your left, I think you've kind of alluded to it, but in your league and in the long run, you guys are going to have to get more help, more balance scoring, more everything for Kiefer in order to achieve what you guys want to achieve.
Yeah, I mean, it's second game of the year. I'm not worried about it. I love our team. I love those guys in the locker room. They're frustrated. They have pride. This isn't what they thought we'd do. We came out ready to play first 15 minutes. I thought you saw what we can do. And then it kind of just, we got out of rhythm. And I got to look at myself, too, and see what I could have done better, either play calling or just substitution-wise. But, guys got to step up, make shots, and they will. They will. Kiefer, you're getting off easy here.
Just this individual game, Kiefer, did you feel like you had to put this all kind of on your shoulders just because nobody was really hitting shots and it was kind of more on you?
No, I think early, I think we were playing solid. As you can see, we came out attacking. And like Coach said, when we started getting fouls, we're a fast-paced team, we're an explosive team. And those fouls kind of slow us down, take us out of rhythm. And you could see the energy getting drained out of us, especially with the crowd how it was and, how they were making big shots. And, it just drained the energy out of us. And then to start the second half, it's hard to come out of halftime and, get a push on those guys because they're going to start well. So, like Coach said, the fact that we missed those 2 layups, it was hard to convert and it was just hard to get back once you dig yourself a hole against, a number 3 team with, two pros. Nigel Hayes is also a pro. So, it's definitely tough to make your way back off of those guys.
I know after last year's game you were really disappointed, but do you just have to kind of forget about this one, just the way it happened, and kind of move on? Because, again, I know last year was so close and you're really kind of disappointed by that one.
Yeah, most definitely because, it's the second game of the year. The guys were ready and I had them ready, but like I just told them in the locker room, I knew it that we had to play out of our minds to win this game tonight. They're the number 3 team. It was their first test, and they knew it. They were prepared. So we knew that we had to play out of our minds to win, and we didn't do that tonight. As you can see, the stat sheet, we didn't rebound the basketball. We didn't finish buckets around the rim, and they forced us into taking shots out of rhythm on our offense, and that's just not what we do.
Anything else for Coach or Kiefer? All right.
Thank you.
Thanks, guys.